Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to be looking at an absolutely revolutionary leap in how we take medicine. We're talking about the fundamentals of novel drug delivery systems, or NDDS for short. If you've ever wondered how medical science is evolving to make treatments smarter, safer, and just, well, better, you're in the exact right place. Let's dive right in. So, why do some medicines cause so many side effects? We've all been there, right? You get sick, you get a prescription, and boom, suddenly you're dealing with crazy nausea or you're totally wiped out by fatigue. Plus, you're having to set alarms for 3 a.m. just to swallow some giant pill. It's just a really clunky experience. But the reason for this, it actually all comes down to exactly how that drug is delivered into your body. All right, here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the drug delivery problem. Second, defining the NDDS solution. Third, traditional versus novel systems. Fourth, the 4 specific types of NDDS. Fifth, weighing the pros and cons. And finally, we'll wrap up with the ultimate success formula. Okay, let's start with Section 1, the drug delivery problem. Here's the fundamental flaw with traditional medicine. It's honestly pretty imprecise. When you take a standard pill, what you get is an immediate drug release. Basically, that creates this massive spiky surge of chemicals in your system, which is exactly what triggers high toxicity and those nasty side effects we just talked about. And because that spike drops off just as fast as it hit, you're forced to take another pill and another. It's essentially a shotgun approach. Very poor targeting, and it just places this heavy, exhausting burden on the patient. Moving on to Section 2, defining the NDDS solution. So, what is this hero that steps in to fix things? By definition, a novel drug delivery system is one designed to deliver drugs in a controlled manner to achieve optimum therapeutic effect with minimum toxicity. Think of it like replacing brute force with true elegance. It's not about just flooding your body with chemicals anymore. It's about control. It's about extreme precision and absolutely minimizing the toxicity that makes patients feel so miserable. To actually pull this off, NDDS operates on a really highly coordinated mission. First up, deliver the drug straight to the target site. Second, improve bioavailability, which basically just means ensuring your body actually absorbs the drug instead of wasting it. Third, drastically reduce toxicity. Fourth, improve patient compliance. And fifth, reduce the frequency of dosing. So yeah, no more middle-of-the-night pill alarms. All right, Section 3, traditional versus novel systems. Let's do a direct comparison. If you think of traditional drug delivery, it's kind of like a spiked club. It's a very blunt instrument. Immediate release, lots of side effects, you have to take it constantly, and the targeting is just poor. NDDS, on the other hand, is the scalpel. It gives us controlled release, massively reduced toxicity, way less frequent dosing, and sleek, site-specific targeting. It literally turns a chaotic, blunt impact into a highly refined surgical strike. Which brings us to Section 4, the 4 types of NDDS. Let's break down the mechanisms. Type number 1 is the sustained release system. This is exactly what it sounds like. The drug is released slowly over a long period of time. Imagine a steady, reliable, slow drip. Instead of a massive spike that tapers off right away, this system gently and continuously provides the medicine, completely smoothing out the therapeutic effect throughout your day. Next up is the controlled release system. Now, while sustained release is just about being slow, this one is all about mathematical precision. The drug is released at a strict, fixed rate. This maintains a highly specific, constant concentration in your body over time. It is, quite simply, engineered predictability. The third type is incredibly cool, the targeted drug delivery system. Here, the drug is delivered specifically to the affected organ or tissue. It essentially operates like a medical guided missile. So instead of traveling through your entire bloodstream and harming healthy cells along the way, it seeks out only the sick tissue and leaves the rest of your healthy body completely alone. And finally, type 4, the rate-controlled release system. In this setup, the actual rate at which the drug is released is explicitly controlled by the system itself, sometimes even responding in real time to your physiological conditions. It's basically like putting a steering wheel and a speedometer right onto the medicine, giving scientists and doctors ultimate control. Now for Section 5, weighing pros and cons. Because let's be real, no system is perfect. The clinical advantages we've talked about, they are massive. We're getting better therapeutic effects, drastically reduced side effects, improved absorption, better patient compliance, and fewer doses. But the hurdles are just as stark. NDDS is incredibly expensive to develop right now. It involves highly complex manufacturing processes, major stability issues when it's sitting on a pharmacy shelf, and a notoriously difficult formulation process. It literally takes immense time and resources to get this right. Let's bring it all together in Section 6, the ultimate success formula. Everything we've unpacked today really boils down to this one perfect equation. Right drug plus right dose plus right site plus right time equals NDDS. When you manage to synchronize these four rights, you achieve an incredibly advanced system that maximizes healing while entirely stripping away the side effects that have plagued traditional medicine for decades. Before we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought to chew on. What happens to global health when we finally eliminate the constraints of manufacturing and cost and make this level of precision available to everyone? Right now, expense and complex formulation are the big barriers holding us back. But imagine a near future where perfectly targeted, side effect-free medicine isn't a luxury, it's just the global standard. That is the true promise of NDDS. Thanks so much for joining me to unpack this today, and keep learning.